Hi friends, and welcome back to Mrs. Borton's Basement. I have a very exciting lesson today, and it is on two-syllable words that are compound words. So we've got to review a few things and remember some of these big concepts that we've been learning all year. First of all, what's a syllable? If you remember, a syllable is the beat in a word. So if I said the word was elephant, I would clap that elephant. Elephant. Did you hear that? 1, 2, 3. Elephant. There were 3 syllables or 3 beats in that word. Let's do another one. What about the word balloon? Let's clap that. Balloon. Balloon. Did you get 2 syllables? Did you get 2 syllables in that word? And then the next word, I'm going to do a simple one. Kite. Let's pound that. Kite. Kite. Did you get that that word had 1 syllable? So today's lesson is when we have 2 little words that come together and make a big word that has 2 beats in it or 2 syllables. And I'm going to show you that this is pretty exciting because sometimes when we see these big words, when we're reading, we get very kind of nervous and worked up and we don't know how to attack that word correctly and read it. But I'm going to show you it's super simple this week as we go through our lessons, because what we need to do is shrink down that word into the little bitty parts and then read each part. So today, the words that we have are going to be 2 words that we know, and when we put them together, it's going to be a new word that has new meaning, and we call that a compound word. You take a word, you pound it together, it makes a new word, no spaces, all together. So we're going to be looking at these 2 little words that come together to make one big word, and it's going to be super easy to read once we figure out how to separate it and read each word, okay? So let's take a look, grab my iPad here, and let's take a look at the first word. There it is, the word cannot. You might sometimes say, I cannot do this, even though if you try, I bet you can. So cannot is actually 2 little words. It's the word can, and we know how to sound this out. K, a, n. There's that nasally A-N, can, and the word not. And what happens is they come together and make one big word. And if I know how to separate them, I can read can and not. So today we're just going to be practicing reading 2 little words and putting it together and looking at how it's a compound word. So here we go. Here's the first one. Let's sound it out. Z-I-G. Zig. You can zig through something. Come on, iPad. Get rid of that word and bring in a new word. Let's sound this out. Z-ag. Zag. It almost sounded like that first word. I'm going to bring him back. There we go. My iPad's working really slow today. Zig, zag. And I know that as a compound word, 2 words that come together and make a new word that looks like, hold on, I'm having lots of technical difficulties today. Here we go. Zigzag. And that's what a zigzag looks like, just that up and down line. Let's do another one. Bring in a word. Let's sound it out. S-a-n. Sun. You know what the sun is, up in the sky. Get rid of him. Bring in a new word. Let's sound this out. S-e-t. Set. Bring that first word back. We have sun and we have set. And if I put it together, It looks like this. Sunset. And you might see that word in your reading and you might say, I don't know how to attack it. It's so big. It's got 6 letters. But we did the first syllable, sun, s-n, sun, and the second syllable, s-et, set. Here's what a sunset looks like when the sun goes down in the horizon. Now, I want to tell you something about compound words. It's a compound word if you can put meaning to it. A sun that's setting is a sunset. So you should be able to use these 2 words to understand what the word means. Let's do the next one. All right, here we go. P-ig, pig. You know that animal that lives on the farm? Get rid of him. Bring in my next word. P-en, pen. Now you might be thinking of something you write with, but what about a pen where you would keep the animal? Bring back pig for a second. Let's say it together. Pig, pen. It would look like this word, pig pen. A pen where the pig lives. Here's a picture. I found this really cool old-fashioned picture of a farmer and he's feeding his pigs, and this is the fenced-in area that's known as the pig pen. Here we go. Get rid of that. Here we go. Whew. Come on, iPad. Let's sound this out. Ooh, lap. Right here on my top of my thighs, that's my lap. Get rid of lap and bring in the next syllable. Top. Let's bring back that first word. Lap, top. Laptop. That was easy to read. I did the first syllable and then I did the second syllable. You might be using a laptop a lot at home, or maybe your parents are right now since we're at home a lot. That's a computer that you can set on your lap. On top of your lap is a computer that's called a laptop. That's where it got its name. Let's do the next one. Here we go. Bat. That's an animal that flies at night. It's like a bird, but it's a mammal. Get rid of him. Bring in the next word. Man. Hold that nose. Man. Let's bring back that first word and see if we can figure out what the compound word is. Bat. Man. Did you say Batman? Hey, look what Mrs. Borton did. I had to change that B to an uppercase letter because Batman is a name. It's a proper noun, darling. And you might have dressed up at Halloween in a Batman costume. He's a superhero. All right, let's go to the next page. Here comes our word. Oh, it's missing a first consonant. We can sound out 2 letters. A syllable can have 1, 2, or 3 sounds in it. This syllable just happens to have 2. Let's sound it out. Up, up. Get rid of him. Bring in my next word. Here we go. Set. Set. We did that in another word. I'm getting this. Up. Set. I'm feeling that way to my iPad right now. He's not cooperating. There we go. Here's our new compound word. Upset. Did Mrs. Borton's face look like that today? I was kind of upset with my iPad. Written kind of grouchy. All right, let's go on to the next one. Perhaps. Here we go. Ooh, I see a digraph. I don't know why I did that. With your thumb. Bath. You might have to take a bath tonight. Get rid of bath and bring in our next word. The second syllable would be this. Bet you're laughing at home. Here we go. Tub. Take a bath in the tub, or bring back that first syllable. Bath, tub. Did you put it together and say bathtub? A tub that you take a bath in. It might look like that. Get your bubbles out tonight. Awesome. Let's do another one. Ooh. Cat. Get rid of cat. Bring in my next syllable. Second syllable is ish. Fish. Bring back that first syllable. Cat. Fish. Those are two animals I know. But if I put it together, it's a catfish. Catfish. A fish that's a cat. Let's see what our picture says. Ah, it is a fish that looks like a cat because it's got those whiskers. A catfish looks like a cat. That's where it got its meaning. All right. And that is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for working with me. I have a really exciting next lesson on syllabication, and I hope you'll join me for that because you're going to learn a ton, and make sure you invite your parents to that lesson because they are going to learn some really cool things as well. Thank you. I'll see you soon.